hit the road for a little bit, maybe settle up north somewhere. But I was clearing out my garage and I came across my old bass rig, so I thought I'd take a break and take a minute to do a video and show you what I used to use on stage. Now this is the Fender BASSMAN 250, and they don't make these anymore, so that's one of the reasons I wanted to show them to you. And this was a line above the Fender Rumble. And this is going back about 15 years. I probably had this, probably did hundreds of shows with this one. But it's really a good sounding head, and you could also get it in a combo amp, which is really cool. Now I paired this one up with a Fender BXR 210 bottom with a horn that has an individual volume control for the horn, and I had a Boss bass chorus. So this was my simple setup, but then I bought the Rumble 500 and that kind of replaced this. Much easier to travel with. But I'm going to let you take a quick look at it now. And you can't find these anywhere. They don't, as I said, they don't make them anymore, but you can find them on eBay sometimes. And sometimes you can find them in the used section of the Guitar Center. So if you come across one, check it out because it sounds pretty good. And I'll show you the face right now. Here's a closer look at the BASSMAN 250 head. We have a negative 6 dB cut right here for if you're using an active bass. We have a volume control. We have your clip and pre-signal lights right there. Compressor ratio. Room balance. I use this knob a lot on the fly. If I needed more bass, I turned it to the left. And if I needed a little bit more punch, I turned it to the right. Here's your contour. And here is what used to be my bass knob, but coming home from a gig one night I put it in the van and snapped the knob off. That's probably one of the reasons I stopped using it. And here is your 2-band parametric EQ. We have the levels on the bottom and we have the low mid and high mid on the top. Your treble. Here's your effects blend if you're using effects. Your pre and post knob, your ground lift right here, your line level if you're lining out, and a mute button, which was pretty cool. And here is your master volume. Here's a closer look at the back of the head. There are your speaker connections right there, and we have a headphone jack, auxiliary in, and your send and return and tuner out. And you can see it's vented at the top. And there's a closer look at the Fender BXR 210 with the horn cabinet that I used to use. Probably did well over 1,000 gigs with that one. And here's a closer look at the back of the cabinet. As you can see, you had a horn level knob right here, so you can control that horn. I usually kept it low. At the time I was using this amp, what I really liked about it was the room balance knob, because if I needed to make a quick tweak while I was playing, I just had to turn that one knob and it would really adjust to the room. This is the knob flat. If I needed a little bit more low end, I'd turn it to the left. And if I needed some more punch, I'd turn it to the right. So that was really cool. I wish they still made it like that, or at least added that to the Rumbles. And another good feature was that mute knob. You know, that was real handy to have. The 2-band parametric EQ, it's all right. You know, you get really bring out the bass just by turning that. So it was a pretty easy amp to use to dial in the sound. just wanted to show it to you real quick before I pack it back up in mothballs or sell it. And that's it for now. I'll catch you from the road or some other state at some point. Until then, please subscribe and happy bass playing as always. I'll catch you soon. See you.